All right, guys, I'm trying something new where I just pick a random topic and then I talk about it. I've got a few notes here, but it's my first time doing it, so we'll see how it goes. And what I wanted to talk about was what should be communicated before check-in. Um, Here, we run a place called LY Visitor Center, which is a mix of cabins and a campsite, different accommodations inspired by different parts of the world. And as a family, we've been traveling quite a bit recently. And on our travels, there are some things that I noticed could have been done better that we actively try to do here. And the theme that I really wanted to convey is that our job as property owners is to make life as easy as possible for our guests. So I just wanted to take you guys through some of the findings I had. And in general, I found that guests need to know what to expect. For example, in our compound, we have some limitations. We're completely off grid. We only run on solar and wind. So if it's a cloudy day, you are very unlikely to have hot water when you shower. That's just how it goes. And when we say this to the guests in advance, they can either decide there and then whether this is for them or they'd prefer to go somewhere else where there's 24/7 hot water. And we have dogs here. We have 5 dogs and 1 cat. They do make noise. If they're barking, they're normally chasing animals outside. If you don't like dogs, you can decide there and then to go somewhere else. If you can tolerate dogs or if you love them, then the place is for you. But just knowing the limitations. Some places we would go and you find, oh, this place has no Wi-Fi, this place has no hot water, and you have no information until you get there once you've already paid. So that's something that's really important for guests to know. Weather. In Naivasha, besides last week, it hadn't rained for maybe 3 or 4 months. Naivasha town, yes, but our side of Naivasha, which is closer to Longonot, we've had absolutely nothing here. So preparing guests. Times like this is absolutely baking. Other times it's freezing. You don't see the sun at all day. So when you're speaking to guests, especially tourists that don't know the weather patterns, tell them if they need to bring a jacket or tell them if they can leave it at home and bring their summer clothes. Because something we're always trying to train our guests on is that we know their area better than they do because we're either from here or we've lived here for a long time. And we should use that knowledge to help the people that are coming to stay with us. And the final thing about what to expect is the travel routes. And this one I hate doing. I've written it down. I hate doing it because just go on Google Maps like everybody else and figure it out, right? But coming up this hill, there are 2 routes to get here. One is the way that Google Maps takes you, which is long and takes like 10 minutes longer. But we have another route here that is a lot shorter, is a bit bumpier. And with that in mind, we tell guests, if you have a small car, take the longer route. It will do you a massive favor. If you have a bigger car or you're not interested in bumping it, come up the shorter way. You follow the signpost to get here. But knowing what to expect is super important. We tell them the main road is perfectly paved, but once you're off the main road, it's dirt for maybe 600 meters. If you're uncomfortable with going on dirt because you have a rental car, pick somewhere else. But at least they have the option. At least we've told them. And the next thing is sort of related to travel, but it's nearby activities. We are in our site in Naivasha, maybe 10 minutes from Mount Longonot, 10 minutes from Lake Naivasha, around 30 or so minutes to Hell's Gate National Park. And it's really, really important guests know about this before they come. We want them to come planned and knowing what's available and what they might want to do. There's nothing worse than guests coming here and being like, oh, I didn't know you could do this. Oh, I didn't know you had this, because they weren't informed. Like I'd mentioned before, it wasn't meant to be in the way of arrogance that we know more than the guests do because we live here. But for example, we have a guest coming from Germany. As someone that isn't from here, it's our job to explain to him, you know what? If you have a young family, I would skip climbing the volcano and I would go to the lake. Personal recommendations. We always want our service to be homely and personal and not just transactional. So, given recommendations that we use as a family, we prefer going to the lake than going to Hell's Gate. We do. If you guys think you get along with us, maybe try that as well. If you're really active people, screw the lake, don't go there. Go climb Longonot, go cycle through Hell's Gate. But those personal recommendations I found are super, super helpful to guests. And I forgot to say at the start of the video, I'm going to try and put some templates up throughout to show some of the information that we send to guests before they come into our center. And these recommendations, I found you can only recommend things if you know somewhat of how the person is like. And you can only know that by talking to them. So talking to the guests as much as possible before they get here is super, super important. It makes you know that, one, they're not scamming you, and two, they've made the right choice in picking where they're going to stay. And I've written something here, and it's meant to be in a positive way. It says, don't be scared to disagree with guests. And I mean this in terms of recommendations. For example, we'll have some guests coming here saying how they want to climb Longonot and go to Hell's Gate in the same day. And you'll just stand there looking at someone like, why would you do this? Like, we know, okay, 10 minutes to drive there, an hour to climb, 3 hours to go round, an hour back, that's 5 hours, plus the time you'll be tired. Then from there to there's an hour drive. It's just too much in one day. So if a guest has an idea of something that they want to do, it's always okay to be like, you know what? I just don't think that's possible. If it were me, I would split it into 2 days. And I found that when you're honest with guests, they often appreciate it a lot more, and they find that their holiday wasn't rushed and they didn't blitz through things, but they took the right amount of time for everything, which is what we want to do. Like I was saying at the beginning, our job is to make their holiday as easy as possible. They don't want to be worrying about logistics and how long it takes to get from here to here and there to there. But we need to help them out as best as possible. And it helps because we're actually from the area that they're coming to. And the final thing I've written down is about special arrangements, which really is services that you offer as an establishment. For example, here we offer taxi service, we offer laundry, we can arrange for a chef if you need dinner, breakfast, we can arrange for those things to happen. Especially if it's someone's first time in the country, you don't want them confused looking, oh, where can I get a taxi transfer from here to here? A lot of the times they find it too much to deal with. So in the same theme of making it as easy as possible, tell them, like, okay, you're coming down to us in a couple weeks. What are your travel plans? Are you hiring a car? Do you have one of the tourist vans? Are you doing public transport? Just to help them make their decision. Things like laundry. Many guests we have are campers and overlanders that are doing a massive trip of East Africa. So they'll either do Lake Victoria or doing from Kenya down to South Africa, long trips like that. So they need places to wash their clothes. And by letting them know that we do offer this here, it gives them an extra reason to come. Whether it's paid or unpaid, they can still make that decision for themselves. And the final thing about food, that's something we found a lot this year. Many guests are like, you know what? I don't want to cook for myself. Like, even though the homes have kitchens, they are not interested in cooking at all. So how can we help them? Okay, first way, Uber Eats and Bolts get up here. Many of the restaurants nearby do delivery, but we can also arrange a chef for you. Oh, we have this menu that you could look at. Just everything we can do to make their life easier. I've repeated that so many times in this video, but that's really, really something I found. And when we was on holiday, I found even though many of the places we were going to were nice, they didn't make it as easy as possible to book. You go there finding out, oh, I didn't know you had this. I would have needed this if I knew, but no one decided to tell me. And there's nothing worse than that, especially when you're on holiday. And at the base of all the different things we try and do here at LY Visitor Center is to make it homely. It's not supposed to be, you give me money, I give you house, and then it ends there. That's not how we like it to run. We like it to work as like, okay, you're coming here on holiday. You are now our guests in our town. Let us show you the best places, the places that we like as a family, the places that we think you like since you're a family similar to us, and let us know how it goes from there. So those are just some of the points I found on what should be communicated before check-in. And then maybe in the next few videos, I'll do one of, okay, once they're here, what sort of information do we give them? And then also, when they leave, what information do we give them? What messages do we send them? So I'll make it a little series or something, all about guests and messages and that. So yeah, I'm testing a new format. Please let us know what you think in the comments. My last video was like 2 or 3 months ago, so I'm trying. I say I'm trying, but I'm trying. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.